Today, YouTube, we're going to be doing a top 15 3DS lineup in Adam's opinion, and a top 10 DS lineup in my opinion. Now, before we get things started off, I know I would like to say, I want to give my condolences to the friends and families of Mr. Iwata, who passed away recently. I figured I'd at least do that since, we're doing sort of a Nintendo lineup of games here today. It was a loss for everyone, whether you play on PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo, it doesn't matter. He was a great guy who created, great games. And Nintendo being under his wing was good and all, but, we'll see where it goes from here. But let's do my top 10 of DS games first right now. And I'm going to give you some opinions on why I think they're the top 10. Okay, just to let you know, I don't have every game in my lineup, but I have the majority of them. Some of them I've sold, after beating them and stuff, just to get new games and everything. But let's start with my top 10. Okay, so at number 10, I'm going to have to give it to Dementium II. It's the sequel to Dementium the Ward, which is also for the DS. Both very gruesome, violent, scary games. If you're looking for a good scare, pick this one up. Put your headphones on and play in the dark. Trust me, it'll creep you out. Now, keep in mind that these were going to be Silent Hill games for the DS, but Konami turned them down. It became its own little creepy series. It's pretty cool. There's the copy right here. Comes with a cool little instruction booklet. It says New Patient Information Guide. Pretty cool. So yeah, if you like scary games, rated mature, especially for the DS since that's kind of rare, pick these up. You probably like it. Okay, coming in at number 9, Metal Slug 7. Now, if you like run 'em and gun 'em shooters, then this is the game for you. If you've ever played any of the Metal Slug games in the arcades, maybe you have the anthology or any of the previous versions solo, this game is just fun as can be. I like how they chose the DS to be the system to put it on. They came out with another version for the PSP called Metal Slug XX. I love the Metal Slug series. I've been playing them since I was a kid. Back in the arcades, man. Quarters upon quarters dumped into those machines. I love this series. I really do. It's fun. It's cartoony. It's goofy. It's funny. It's pretty cool. Here's the copy right here. It's pretty nice. Comes with a metallic looking sleeve for it. Never popped this in. I think it's a little DVD, maybe previews of other games or something like that. Pretty cool. GameCube disc size mini DVD. It also comes with a fold out poster. Pretty cool. Let's see what it has. Metal Slug 7. And on the back, a couple other games. But, yeah, love this game. So fun. So many hours put into it. Most people would like it. Give it a try. Alright, coming in at number 8 is Metroid Prime Hunters. Now, as I've mentioned before, I'm a Metroid Prime fan, so I like the GameCube games and the Wii game. Right now, I'm seeking out the trilogy. I found a few places in town that actually have it, so I might get it real soon. Here's the game right here. Awesome first-person shooter for the DS. A good companion game for this, believe it or not. Metroid Prime Pinball. If you're into pinball games, pick this one up too. I got it for pretty cheap at GameStop. You can find it. It's not that much, $5-6. Both games use the Rumble Pack for the DS, so if you have a Rumble Pack on hand, or if you want to order one, they're inexpensive as well. It's pretty cool games to use the Rumble feature with on the DS, believe it or not. And coming in at number 7 is going to have to be Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Now, this game was awesome for the DS. I'm not a big fan of Grand Theft Auto. I know I might get a lot of hate for that, but you know what? It kind of got boring for me after PS2, but I gave this one a shot. There's not many very rated mature games out there, so I picked this one up. The graphics are phenomenal. The gameplay is so much fun. I mean, you know, using the touchscreen to like pick lock doors on the cars and stuff. I mean, the violence is top notch. It's a pretty fun game. You might want to pick it up if you're a Grand Theft Auto fan, or if you just like violent games. Give it a try. Okay, so this is what the Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars game looks like. Here we go. And moving on. Now, I don't have this game, but one of my favorites, Okami Den. Now, if you ever played Okami for the PS2 or the Wii, it first came out on the PS2, was ported to the Wii. It's more of like a Zelda-type game. It was kind of like Sony's answer to Zelda, in other words. It was created by Capcom's Clover Studios, which also made games like Beautiful Joe, which I also have a DS game for it. Those games are awesome. But this is a very, very good game for the DS. It plays just like the original Okami. The graphics are pretty much the same. If you like these types of games, you know, huge adventure RPG elemental type games, go for it. Give it a try. I mean, this one's fun. You play as a little puppy version of the wolf, or you know, I mean, it's so cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I would recommend it to anyone if you like these types of games. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is also a game I don't have in my possession anymore, but I did beat it and loved it. It's a very innovative way to play on the DS. It's a Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword. Now, this game is completely played sideways. The DS is held sideways, and you play on the right side of the screen, which is the touch screen. And I mean, the left side has information and maps and stuff, and it's really cool. It's very fast paced. It's like the fighting is just awesome. I mean, it's very gruesome, just like any Ninja Gaiden game, and it's a great one to have to your collection if you like fighting, if you like that series. I mean, if you like blood and guts and fast paced on the DS, it's pretty awesome. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is a Pokemon game. Which one? It's gonna have to be Platinum. Hands down, my favorite Pokemon game so far. You can do the most in this game. It's really fun. The graphics, of course, aren't as great as the 3DS games now. And even till this day, a used copy runs a little more than the newest Pokemon game on the shelf. So you might want to give this one a try. It's a fan favorite to many people. I like this one. Any different opinions about any other Pokemon games, feel free to comment below. Let us know what you think about any other Pokemon games, even though I stand by my word that this one is the coolest one. Check it out. This is the one you're looking for. If you can find it, even still in its case, I would recommend you get it. Okay, coming in at number 3 is going to have to be The World Ends With You. Now, Square Enix did a phenomenal job with this game. If you're looking for a different type of RPG to play, this one's the one for you. It's very innovative, different, it's out of their element. This one is great. The music is awesome in this game. The fighting is awesome. The way the DS uses the top and bottom screen together, I mean, it's just so cool. I mean, this is why it's number 3 on my list anyways. I'm pretty sure it might even be number 1 for a lot of people. Now, they had ported this to mobile and, tablets and stuff. Still not as good as the DS version. If you're going to pick this game up, try to get it for the DS. Okay, so number 2, Chrono Trigger. I am the biggest Chrono Trigger fan, I swear. My top favorite game in the entire world. If I had to put a game in front of any other game, it would be Chrono Trigger. It's my favorite game ever. It was, to me, the best storyline in any game that I had ever played. I know a lot of people tie it with Final Fantasy VI, but Chrono Trigger defined RPGs as they are today. And what Square Enix, what Square did and the time they put into this game back on the SNES, I mean, it was just out of this world. I was lost for words there for a second. I don't know how to explain how awesome this game is. You just need to play it. If you're an RPG fan, not an RPG fan, I mean, do it for the story. I mean, this is one of those storylines that will blow your mind. I got the first print edition here. Pretty good. Actually, I got a copy that's wrapped up and a copy that's open. And both of them have the poster that came with it. Pretty cool. Now, I can't give this game enough thumbs up. The DS version is by far the best version with extra levels, you know, dungeons, and it has all the anime cutscenes from Akira Toriyama from the PS1 version. It's great. It's a great game to have in your collection. If you can still find this game for the DS, please get it. Just get it and play it and beat it. Okay, here's my number one top game for the DS. It's gonna have to be the Zelda games. Now, there's a reason why I've chosen the Zelda games to be my top on the DS. I know I said Chrono Trigger was my favorite game in the world, but we're talking about the DS lineup here. I'm going to just talk about Phantom Hourglass. Spirit Tracks is the sequel. Both of them are sequels to the Wind Waker, which is awesome. Spirit Tracks is way into the future. But Phantom Hourglass, when that came out, had to have it. Such a Zelda fan. And the gameplay in this, it just literally blows your mind. I mean, it uses every aspect of the DS you can think of. From, you know, drawing a pattern on the screen to, you know, make your boomerang fly around, and blowing on the mic to make windmills blow, and even closing your DS shut to copy one screen to the other and then reopening it. I mean, it's just, the game is just phenomenal. The graphics are practically the same as the Wind Waker, just it's a top-down version, but it's cel-shaded. It's great. I mean, Nintendo did a phenomenal job on that game. Both games, really. If you haven't played them, start with Phantom Hourglass, move your way on to Spirit Tracks. You will have so much fun. I guarantee you will. And, I mean, there's not much more I can say than, you know, it's probably the best DS game for the DS. I mean, give it a shot. I recommend not playing it on a 2DS, though. Say that's what you have and you tend to want to pick up this game. Considering that you have to close the DS to copy from one screen to the other at one part in the game, I wouldn't get a 2DS for that. You might get stuck and end up purchasing a 3DS after all. Unless you can find a normal DS somewhere, then, you know, pick it up. Okay, and that does it for my top 10 for the DS.
Hey guys, it's Adam here from In Gaming Color. We thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a video here that'll be out in the next day or two of the top 15 3DS games. So please subscribe and look forward to that video that's going to be coming out here in a couple days. Well, thank you guys.